Now we got to share the live, share
What's
the
good?
live,
What's good, everybody? We just trying to get our
sharing the
stuff together.
live.
Sorry, we a little late in the day, but
It's my fault again.
it's called life. Life has taken over. But hopefully we got a good show for y'all today. Um, it's just a lot of stuff been going on.
Why did I share it to my student group again?
There's a lot of stuff going on today. It's Monday. I think they're ready to see our pretty faces.
Yeah, one sec. I can't seem to do anything right.
Yep.
Well, we can reveal. Boom.
What's good? Y'all see me? Got that Niner hat on today. You know what I mean? Got the J's on. Bam. For those that didn't know, think I had some fake Jordans on. Nah. I don't wear fake shit. My wife, you don't know what fake is. We just know what good quality is. And these shits didn't even cost 200, 150 or 180, $99 Foot Locker. They got that sale. I don't know if they still got it. I know they had a Father's Day sale and shit. And I saw these J's that had a tag on it, said $99. I snatched them up, had my size. And the other pair my wife got me, those were the Jordans, the 150 Jordans. And I had to order those because they didn't have my size. So y'all see those soon. Y'all probably see some pictures. You know, it's just Jordans, pair of shoes. But they dope. It's all good. Thank you, baby. I love you. I had a good Father's Day. Hope everybody had a good Father's Day. All my kings out there. And I can't forget to say this. Single moms out there that's doing both jobs. Happy Father and Mother's Day or whatever. Y'all goes to you too, because it's a lot of single moms out there that be busting their ass. But yeah, I don't even know how to start this off. I'm kind of like in different feelings right now, emotions, because like I say, every time I wake up in the morning, pop my Facebook on, and I see shit. So last night, if no one's caught up with current events, um, rest in peace. First of all, to the people that died last night in multiple states. Um, but the state I'm gonna talk about a little bit more because I seen it is Charlotte. Um, Last night
The
about
state of
midnight.
Charlotte.
Not a city in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah.
I didn't know.
I just know I saw the video, and I wasn't expecting to see what I saw. It was live, and the guy that had it, it was a nice, calm, cool little video, and right in like I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of me watching, chaos happened. He had it like, all you see is he pointing out people in the street. One guy, he said he's dead. The guy got shot in the head. Well, I just know it was 3 people that got shot in the head. One guy in the car, 2 in the street. A female got shot. She wasn't moving from what I saw, and another female that got shot, she was sitting up. But just seeing, and I saw 2 videos. The second video I seen was some guy just standing right on the corner, like right on the sidewalk, and the ambulance was right there coming to a scene from what we reported that somebody got hit by a car. And cars that was out there, Dodge Chargers, every single last one of them that was doing donuts were just spinning out in the middle of the street. And, everybody, it's a block party, but it wasn't a block party that I'm used to looking at, you know what I'm saying? No music playing, just people on the street, drinking, whatever, smoking, and watching cars spin donuts. Ambulance shows up, and next you know, you see this Charger run right past, like ride right past the ambulance, black Charger, and next you know, all you heard is gunshots from that point. And you just see people running. What I'm so mad about, I was looking at the comments pop up, and I'm looking at people's comments. One said, "Run, nigga, run! Y'all better run! Get out of there!" Laughing and shit. And I'm listening to this war zone now. I was in Iraq and it sounded like Iraq. You know what I'm saying? AKs, well, I say semi-automatic weapons was fired, pistols. You know, if you hear a gun pop, 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 and then you hear that, and you hear all this, people running, getting in the cars. But the first video was the one that the dude stood there and watched the entire time he was out on the scene. He ran to, I guess, the first victim that was on the ground. There's a lot of crowd of people. When he ran over there, he came into the fire department and ambulance. He said, hey, it's somebody, it's other people over here. And then you go check on them and go and give them assistance. He needs assistance. They ran over there, and next thing you know, hey, fire department, it's another guy in this car right here. And this guy's running around giving the directions to the fire department, first responders. And as he's doing this, this cop that just showed up on the scene, flashing this M16 with the flashlight on it in front of everybody. Now, I understand it's chaos. I get it. Not one cop was doing that. Just one cop showed up, just out of the blue, out of his blind. So he just came, and then he came to the guy that was actually recording and helping, put the M16 right in his face, and then he's like, "Get the fuck out of here, get it in." But all the other cops is actually going around helping people. You know what I'm saying? And he told the two cops that was in the car with the guy that got shot in the car, he said, these are your partners, these are your dudes. You need to control this guy. And he said, I know, I see him. You can hear the cop responding. He said, I hear him, I know. But he's not doing nothing to stop this cop from flashing his weapon in front of people that's not even, they're scared, shocked, people crying, people that's crying. He flashing these guns, his rifle in their face. And so when I watch this video, I don't know how to even react to what I'm saying. It's like,
well, I think what you have there is a cop that's just as scared as everybody else.
No, that's what I'm saying. I understand he's scared. Everybody out there is scared. I'm pretty sure half the people out there never been in a gunfight or even heard a gunshot before. But most neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, and typically that's a norm for some people. But when you have hundreds of people outside observing cars, and next thing out of the blue, you start hearing these guns, you don't know what to do. Now, they're saying that it was federal officers dressed in plain clothes in these cars that started the whole thing.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it wasn't gang thugs at all.
My thing about this, I'm from black neighborhood. I'm from North New Jersey. I've seen block parties, but a block party that I've seen was a few houses on the block. They got barbecues. So one house got barbecue, one house got the music, whatever. It's a block party. They got the block blocked off with the little, the little horseshoe thing, the horse things, and they're on the main strip. That's like here in Florida, they shut down Manatee Avenue to do a block party. That's what it was. It was a main strip. It was no house. It was stores on this street. And they treated that street like a drag strip, but they just donuts everywhere. And in Charlotte, that was the black neighborhood. You didn't see not one person of color, of white Caucasian. You didn't see that. You saw black people. And then you see black people in these cars, hanging out the windows, doing these donuts. Nobody, absolutely nobody was maxed up. Nobody gave a fuck about COVID. And I'm sorry to use that language because this is a show, but nobody cared. Nobody. And that's my thing. The first thing that this nation has felt so far this year has been COVID. And after COVID, we had George Floyd. Once George Floyd happened, everybody forgot about COVID. You know what I'm saying? Then after George Floyd, everybody protest, forgot about COVID. Everybody start going back to normal. Businesses opened up, states opened up. Everybody think it's normal. Ain't nobody, you got some people out there following rules, some people ain't. But once it hits your house, that's when you want to follow rules. It should not have to come to that. My wife is an RN, a nurse at a hospital here in Florida. I'm not going to say where she's at, but she is in the front line. So every time my wife leave, I pray that she don't get in contact with anybody coming up there. But now, because her job, nurses are quitting, nurses are getting COVID infected now. So now the hours are getting ridiculous because now they don't have it's like now when she takes a day off, she got to go back to work because it's lack of workers. Why? Because people are not following the rules. Regardless on how you may feel, oh, this is not real. This is not real. I promise you, once you get it, don't come crying, going to the hospital. I got COVID now because you was one of the ones that didn't follow rules. The one of my main show here in Florida, 94.1. One of the guys on there, Orlando, he has it. He's been 14 days clean from any COVID. Any COVID.
He's been negative tested now.
No. He's isolated from his family, bro. He got kids, girls. He has not seen his girls in 11 days. I don't know where he's at. He's in a secluded place, but when he got positive tested for it, he bought a refrigerator, he bought a microwave, and self-isolated himself from his own family. It's 11 days now. That man is asthmatic. You don't think he was one of the few people that was like, he's a germaphobe. I listened to this man, and I love their show. He was not one of saying, oh, I don't think it's out there. I don't believe. He was the one like, yo, y'all got to listen to this. Even though y'all may think it's not happening, it's happening. Florida now is a state to where they actually doing screening. Have you been to Florida lately? When the last time you've been to Florida? It's not when the last time you've been overseas. When the last time you've been traveling did you travel to Japan, China, or whatever? It's asking you when the last time you traveled to Florida. And the reason why I bring up Florida, because now Florida's numbers went right back up high as hell now. And it's a lot of the young people, because they first started off with 65 and up, are the ones that's susceptible of getting COVID and dying because they old. It's not that no more. Now it's the 30 and up, the 20 to 35, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's getting affected. And now when they're infected, they're taking that back to their house. And now they might be around somebody that's 65 years old, 50 and up. And now you're getting them infected. They say people got the antibodies and all that. And I might have some. My blood is O positive. So they're saying that I might have some good blood, but I'm still not taking that and say, okay, I'm not getting affected. I'm good. I don't need to mask my shit. I wear my mask all the time when I leave my house and I go to Walmart. When I go to the gas station, I wear my mask every time. So I'm not saying that I'm Superman and I'm not going to get this shit. Nah. I'm not trying to get it because why? There's rules out there. When you drive your car, what's the first rule they tell you that you're supposed to do before you even start the car is to put your seatbelt on. The reason why that's a rule because some dumb fucker never did it. And when he got an accident, what he do? Fly through the windshield. Most likely. Because that happened to my first accident. My very first accident, I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. I'm being chased by some dudes in the city of Newark, New Jersey. Me and my best friend got in my first car, a Dodge Omni, and I'm trying to not lose my life by some dude shooting at me. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? I ran a light, and Cadillac hit my car. Neither one of us had insurance. Neither one of us had a seatbelt on. Neither car had insurance. What happened? I hit the windshield, never went through. Shattered the windshield, no cuts, nothing. And I'm not lying to none of them. I can call my man right now. He in North Carolina. So what I'm saying is there's rules that are in place for everything you do in your life. I don't care how you could be the biggest and baddest, but I don't need to follow rules. And you probably the motherfucker that either got detention in school, got locked up, whatever. You the one that's out there. If you're the one, I don't need to follow these rules because all right, that's your prerogative. Whatever. Nobody can force you to do anything. But all I'm saying is these numbers ain't lying. Numbers don't lie. If you, my thing is, my opinion to everything is people that talk that don't work in that field, I call them barracks lawyers. like we did in the military. Because everybody want to be the doctor. Everybody want to be that person, but ain't that person. So only thing you can go off of is what the real people that's out there trying to fight this, when they put them numbers up there, it's not coming from Trump. It's not coming from DC. It's coming from the hospital, Johns Hopkins, where the facts are, where the numbers are, where they're actually treating these patients, and they seeing how the numbers look. They go state to state. New Zealand eradicated COVID. Why did they eradicate it? Because they follow rules. They did everything they were supposed to do to keep that country from falling apart. But us as the United States, the free country, acting like idiots. Real shit. Everybody, this United States is falling apart. Why? Because no one wants to follow rules. Everybody want to do what the hell they want to do. But then when shit hit the fan, oh no, I got COVID. Let me start doing what I'm supposed to do. It's too late. It's too late at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't wait. I want to go to Disney. That shit ain't happening. I want to go to Universal. These are family attractions that I do. I don't go to clubs. I don't hang around with a lot of crowded people. I do stuff with my fam. And so I can't do that now because why? Because these people out here ain't following rules and it's fucking it up for the entire state. This is the state I'm living in. I don't know how it is in y'all state, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'll make sure my family do what they got to do. My wife makes sure we do what we supposed to do. But y'all out there that's not doing what y'all supposed to do, look y'all in the mirror, and I promise you, you're going to have some people like, damn, I got COVID. Damn, I'm sick. I'm starting to get some symptoms. I don't know why. And why is that the biggest question? Why? When some shit happens.
What do you mean?
When people like, why we got to do this? Why we got to wear masks? Why this? Why that type shit? It's the reason why. Because one, you don't work for the health department. You're just somebody that works at wherever you work at, or if you don't have a job like myself.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me break up the tirade for a second here, because first of all, there's been a lot of fuckery coming out of the government and coming out of the news outlets about what is safe and what is not safe to do. And this shit has been changing like every fucking day, right? First, it was everybody scared of COVID because of asymptomatic spread. Then the WHO comes out and says asymptomatic spread is very rare. Then they say you don't have to wear masks. Now they say you should wear masks. Everybody should shut down their fucking businesses. Okay, now everybody shouldn't shut down their businesses. It's like, make up your fucking minds what you want us to do, right? And it pisses me off because I had to lose a shitload of money, shut down my business for all this time, only to find out that this virus has a 99% survival rate. It's basically the fucking flu. And this is my opinion. I know it's different than yours.
No, that's your opinion.
And I'm not shutting down my business again. Fuck that. I have a COVID waiver. You can sign it. If you get COVID, you get it. You deal with it. You know, listen, I'll tell you right now, guys, this might sound like a lot of tough talk, but it ain't, because my best friend is got a fever and he's coughing. But real shit, if I get COVID, I get it. I don't fucking care. I'll go through it. And if I fucking kills me, it kills me. If I get over it, I get over it. I don't care. I am not shutting down my business again. I'm not going to fucking upset my life again over this thing. I'm done worrying about it. I'm not going to be, unlike Jesse here, I don't wear a mask. You know, I haven't worn a mask since this bullshit started. I go wherever the fuck I want to go, and I haven't contracted shit. So you can say it's because people don't wear masks. You can say it's because the truth is nobody fucking knows. One day it's everybody's got to wear masks. Then we find out Dr. Fauci was only saying you shouldn't have, you don't have to wear masks because they found out the government didn't have enough masks for everybody. But now that they have enough masks for everybody, now they're recommending masks. It's like I can't keep up with it. I don't know who's lying. I don't know who's telling me the truth. All I know is that I go to my gym every day. There's a bunch of healthy people there having fun, working out, doing their thing, and we go home, and it's been a month now, and I've had no issues. So, you know, I mean, there are certain things that I don't do as much. Like I don't go to places as much. I don't go to as many stores. But
so you follow some rules and you don't follow rules.
Right.
You don't go out in public.
I typically
you only go to your gym. You're around people that you see. Oh, that's like I'm around you all the time. I see you. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, and this is nothing against him, before his job, before he got his gym back, we was always together. When his gym opened back up, we don't hang as much. We do this, and I come down sometimes every night. It's nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? It's because he is around people I don't know. That's why I don't come around Sonny as much. I do the show. We still have our communication. We still have our relationship. There's nothing animosity between him. Nope. I don't want to hang with him because no. He went back to work. Mind you, I met him when he was out of work. Right. No, I met him before he was out of
hanging
work.
Out.
Right. I met him before his gym shut down. I think about a couple of weeks after we met, his gym shut down. And then I gave him more time to be with me. Yeah. And I don't go out. I hang with my wife. So when he started going to the gym, when his gym opened up, I didn't have to tell him. It was just me saying, okay, let me find a way to back off from Sonny a certain time to say, okay, let me, say I know he's doing his job. I know he's back in the gym, but I don't want to. Nah, I don't put my lips on it. I don't do that. I don't put my mouth all on the blunt like that. Nah, and not even my own blunts. So, that's a funny thing. Nah, but I don't ask anybody I ever smoke with. I don't put the blunt actually on my lips at all. My lips touch my fingers. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, me and Sonny, we still cool.
Jesse likes to make sure he leaves with the lips he came with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's Dave Chappelle.
But me and Sonny, we're all good friends. I keep my distance a certain way with him. He don't got no. I don't do this to him. No, I can't fuck with you. I don't do that. When I see his truck, if I know it's a Friday or Saturday or Friday or Monday, I know we're gonna do the show today. Those days, if it's in the middle of the week, he might be like, "Oh, hey, what's going on? Hey, let's go around. Let's go down. Let's go across town and handle our business." All right, he'll ride with me. We'll come back, do our thing, and I stay down here for like 10 minutes, and I bounce. But other than that, I stay away from a lot of people, not just Sonny. I don't know anybody here besides the people I hang out with. And he's the only, other than my family, which I'm praying right now, but he's the only dude other than the people I hang out with that's not family.
Hey, Bill, what's the story? Do you know any of the updated numbers for ICU utilization at the moment? Is it like bad?
I sure do. That's why I love Bill Clinton. I love Bill Clinton. What's good, Bill? What's going on? How was your weekend? Happy Father's Day if you got kids too, because I didn't see you.
But yeah, that's my feeling on it. I don't know. I'm an old cranky man. What can I say?
Well, just okay to get off of this. I do have some good news. I told y'all when I got it, I was going to show y'all. And I just told Sonny today.
Careful flashing that thing.
I just told Sonny today.
Careful flashing that thing because
I ain't gonna. It's gonna be real quick. When
how you doing, Bill?
When
Great, guys, how you doing?
I told Sonny that we had to go to the range because my shit came in the mail.
Woohoo! You got it, man.
That's good. Carry.
So yes, I have my license to carry license back. It's good for a year. I'm about to transfer it to Florida, but I have my license to carry again. That doesn't mean I'm gonna walk out my house now and start carrying. No, I'm just glad I got my papers like a dog.
Oh, I was gonna say this is so weird looking, and then I saw it's Texas. I'm like,
yeah, it's a Texas. Right. It looks just like a Texas driver's license.
Yeah. Where did they go back to 1970 to get that picture?
Hey, I'm gonna show y'all the picture. That's the my daughter's like, you back in the 80s. My wife's like, not the 80s. You got 10 years on him. You got 70s. But yeah, you know me, I love my afro. But yeah, it came into there, so I'm happy. So now me and Sonny and maybe Bill can go to the range out here somewhere and fire off some rounds. You know what I'm saying?
We can kill the COVID. So what's going on with ICU utilization?
Okay, so first off, we have to understand that just because ICU utilization is high doesn't mean that every ICU bed is filled with a COVID-19 patient. On the other hand, it doesn't have to be. What really matters is that hospitals have enough ICU beds so they can accommodate heart attack patients, stroke patients, car accident patients, and also COVID-19 patients or people with cancer, whatever, you know. Florida did hit a milestone, and you may remember back in March, I was saying, well, you know, there's some problems in the Northeast, but Florida's ICU utilization is staying in the low 40 percentages. That's pretty good. We did just crack 75%, and that's statewide, and it's not just a couple outlying counties. There's maybe a dozen or so counties where they're in excess of 10, 12, even 13%. I'm sorry, I switched gears, where their ICU utilization is above 75%, rather. Mm-hmm. The other metric we have to look at is one of the things we hear all the time is they're finding more cases because they're doing more testing. But that is only true if the ratio between positive and negative results from the test stays at a constant. And then, of course, if you do more testing and that rate is staying at a constant, you're finding more cases because you're doing more testing. But if the rate of positive to negative results is going higher as you're finding more cases, that means the disease is spreading. And
yeah, how do they? So, based on what you just said, how are they possibly counting like positive cases? How can they even count and track them?
Well, let's say that you get a test. You went and got the swab test done. If it comes back negative, they say Sonny got tested and he's negative. I'll pick on myself, so I don't pick on Jesse. If I go to take the test and it comes back positive, Murphy took a test that came back positive. That means out of the two tests, 50% came back negative, 50% came back positive. Our low back in May, first week in May, was a hair under 2%. We're coming back positive. Now we've got about a dozen counties to where they're 10, 12, 13% coming back positive. So if you have a county where their ICU utilization is above 75% and the ratio of positive to negative cases is 10, 12, 13%, and both those numbers are going up, then I would look to fortify the supply chain and the ICU capacity of that county. If I was the county government, I'd be saying we need help here and get your hospitals ready to increase our ability to handle situations so we got it ready.
And to speak on Jesse's point from earlier, why do you think and if George Floyd's answer, but why do you think everybody just forgot about COVID? It's just like nobody gives a shit about it anymore.
People want to forget about it. They're sick of it. They had enough of it. And their businesses got locked down and they got depressed. And look at me drinking quarantinis at 5 o'clock because I'm not grappling, all that crap. And then George Floyd came along, and that just made everybody, whatever your politics on it, it made you fall down. I mean, it was horrible to see. And then people went out and protested, and some people went out and looted and rioted. And then we got situations where the police responded. Everybody's horrified at this. And it's an election year. And nobody trusts nobody anymore. Nobody trusts anybody. The police feel like nobody trusts them. The African-American community feels like nobody trusts them. The white community feels like nobody trusts them. Democrats don't trust the Republicans. Republicans don't trust the Democrats. And people just want to give everybody a fuck you and go about their business, I think. Don't you think it's true?
Yeah, I do think it's true. I think people are deadly sick of this.
I'll tell you a funny story, and I'm not going to drop names. I was talking to somebody at a hospital, about the numbers. And I said, well, I got a friend at the HCA, you know, the numbers are pretty good. I said, here's where you go on the HCA site to see all the numbers for every hospital in Florida in real time. That's really updated a few times a day. It's not exactly real time. I said, but you can log right in and see. They say, holy shit, I didn't know those numbers. And they said, but I don't want to have to furlough my staff again. Now, this is somebody at the hospital saying that. So there ain't nobody immune to that. Nobody. I don't want to furlough my staff.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all this stuff. I got stuff popping up here. I got stuff on my phone. Like, but to go off what you said though, when you have one thing and you're focused on that one thing, your eyes is on it. That's all you got.
That's right.
And then when something happens, it takes your mind off. It just takes you away from it. And then once it takes you away from that for a while, you forget about it. And then we become complacent. Then you have cops quitting. And then you still got COVID out there, but you got the cops, you got protests, and then you had what happened in Charlotte last night, and not just Charlotte, Detroit, Chicago. You have all this going on. But like the video I saw, nobody cared about COVID because nobody had a mask on. Nobody. I ain't seen not one person have a mask because you can hear everybody's voices clearly. You obviously know if you got a mask on, you muffle. You know what I'm saying? You got a muffled sound. It's just if I get diverted, like my music, I do music. I love music, but I do a lot other than music. I draw. I can do graphics. I can do music. I put my hand in all kind of creativity. Once I do that, I go away from my music. That's what I went to school for. That's what I got my degree in. I'm doing other things that are hobbies, and I'm not focused on my main thing that is supposed to bring the bread, the money that I'm trying to get to, and that's my music. So a lot of people was on COVID because that was right in their face. But then something happened, and something happened, and something happened, and COVID is on the bottom line of it. If you put it at the top 5 things that's going on since January, COVID was number 1. Now it's number 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big part of it is people are just acting crazy right now. You know, it's funny. Everybody thought Elon Musk was crazy when he decided he wanted to interview people and get them on a one-way trip to Mars. Man, that is becoming more and more appealing as every day goes past. It's like, man, let me get the fuck off this planet. Let me just go to Mars. Start over. You know? Doesn't that sound like a good idea?
I don't want to leave this planet. It's just people just need to understand that it's no conspiracy theory. Stop thinking it's a conspiracy theory. If somebody said the world's going to actually physically blow up tomorrow, what you going to do? What's the first thing you're going to do? Look up in the sky, right? Something's supposed to hit this planet that's going to blow this whole planet up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up to see if I see something coming. I'm not going to go off of what, they're going to drop nuke. Now, if they say every country that have a nuke is going to drop them on the United States, or it's going to be World War III, all countries going to start nuking each other. If you know that is the case, it won't be ESPN telling you this. It won't be hell, it won't even be the president. I don't think Trump is man enough to even come on TV to say, I gotta address the country. Like every other country, like every other president did. He won't even do that. He'll be the first one in the bunker. And that's real shit. It will be somebody that knows what's going on, that's going to get on the radio, that's going to get on TV, something, say, hey, this is about to happen. We got X amount of days before this happened, and this is real.
What was your point?
My point is, people don't take nothing lightly because they forget about what's going on, and they go on moving on to other things and become complacent with it. And then shit's happen. And when shit happened, now they want to go back to the original incident that made shit the way it is, which is COVID. COVID started everything. COVID made everybody pissed off. COVID shut everybody down. COVID put you in the house. COVID put everybody on punishment, bro.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And it shut down businesses. It shut down states. Everybody got tired of it. And then what happened? Man, fuck this. I'm going outside. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. Oh, man, I got to go. I'm going to do this. I don't need that mask. I don't got that shit. And what happens? Numbers go up. Protests happen. George Floyd died. Everything happened. And COVID went from number 1 problem in the world to number 5 in this state, in the United States, because now everybody's concerned. oh shit, COVID is back. Now they bring that back up the top. They're not in everything with the protests that happened for the past 2 weeks. It's still going on, but now it's more COVID. It's jumping back and forth like this on a chain of top 5. You got to look at what started from the. If you look at and keep it at where it was at originally, at the top 5, number 1 list, that's fucking everybody up. We won't have these numbers. New Zealand, they eradicated. They good because they followed rules. Them people didn't sit there and say, "Oh, this is a conspiracy. I don't trust our government. I don't trust." No. I don't want to do. They said you need to wear a mask so we can try to mitigate more people from getting COVID. And so if you do that, fuck what everybody else say. And I hate cursing. I really do. But if you forget about what everybody say and go off what you believe, and you say, I'm not trying to get this COVID, that I'm looking at these facts. This numbers was never here. Just imagine, just think about this. This thing, I said this to Sonny. Think about this. Everybody that's watching this, think about this. Before COVID ever existed, China was always wearing masks. Always. So
Yeah,
if I know I'm going to China, why would I not bring a mask with me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to a foreign country I don't know nothing about, but I know the people that live there wearing masks. Something's going on in that air over there. I don't need to breathe. So I'm gonna go and have a good time, but I'm gonna wear me a mask. So when I come back to my wife, my family, my home, United States, I don't bring that shit back with me. Hell, I'll leave my clothes there. I'll buy some new shit.
Something about China I don't understand.
I don't hate China.
If the air is so fucked up over there, how is wearing a mask going to help?
Either way, I understand that. I get that.
So you're breathing shitty filtered air as opposed to breathing unfiltered shitty air. Like I don't see the difference. Like you're still breathing the same fucking air. It's just
it could be pollution.
It
could be pollution. It could be, bro. When I went to Iraq, bro, this is real shit. On a road called Schitt's Creek. This is what we called it, Schitt's Creek. The reason why we called that because it's a slaughterhouse on the road. You can walk down the street and you will see a goat get slaughtered live, and you right there. And what they do with all the guts? Drop it on the street. Right there, they don't clean it up. So that's going in the air, bro. So you're gonna tell me you go to China, you see some guy on the fish market or the slaughter market, they're chopping these animals up, they're eating them, feeding them, giving you a bag so you can go home and cook it. But they're not cleaning up the street. They don't have field sanitations. They don't have all that stuff to say we have that. When we in the military, guess what we had before we even have a chow hall set up? Field sanitation had to go out there to make sure the area was good so we can set up our stuff.
Yeah, dude. We also have wet markets in the United States, but like nobody gets fucking sick from them. You know,
well, like when I grew up, one of my jobs was working in a slaughterhouse, and that place was kept spick and span. And if you work around chickens, you got to wear a mask because if you're in an enclosed chicken pen, chicken shit will make you sick, real sick.
Yeah.
That's all I've been wanting to say. Like people in China for years have been wearing masks. I'm not saying there's something wrong with the air. I'm just saying if they're living there already and they're wearing masks, that tells me something. I'm gonna go over there with a mask. I'm still gonna enjoy my trip, but I'm just taking care of me because I'm not trying to catch what y'all got over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an international type of guy, so I don't care. Like I've never been like let's go over to Europe just to go. You know
I would just like to point out that China will never get my tourism money. I will never step a foot or a toe in fucking China.
Well, if you go, don't order the bat. I'll tell you that. Skip the bat.
Yeah, and fuck you people who eat bats. Who the fuck eats a bat? You're nasty motherfuckers.
So I gotta be honest. If this thing didn't happen and they deep fried a bat, I would be eating a bat.
You're nasty, bro.
But I learned.
It's a rodent.
So now I'm not going to eat the bat.
It's a flying rodent.
There's a lot of countries that have a lot of delicatesses, and they eat a lot of things.
Yeah, man. People are fucking crazy.
Bats is one of the things I've seen people eat. What you call them when you lift up a log and get
I used to watch
critters,
Fear Factor,
creatures, slugs, and all that.
Chicken of the cave.
Fear Factor, yeah.
Bat.
They eat anything. Chocolate covered ants, creature, everything on this planet Basically, if you go and talk to somebody outside the United States, they will say everything can be eaten.
Ugh.
Cannibals, they would eat anything as long as they say it tastes like chicken. All meat don't taste like chicken. Like I don't get that. I'm like I said, I'm just conscientious about myself, and if like third world countries, I don't think they really are conscientious about where they living at. It's out there. When you're slaughtering, you have a slaughterhouse on the street, and you're not cleaning up your guts, and you got blood, you walking around and all that stuff. It's out there. That's germs, Ebola, all that kind of stuff is out there. If you know what Ebola is, if you know where it come from, why would you want to bring that if you know you got it, or if you know you're trying to not catch it? Why would you do things to possibly catch it?
But at the same time, though, dude, like, you know, and I know Bill Murphy, I know what you're gonna say, but dude, the majority of people that are dying from COVID are fucking old.
That was before. It's not like that now.
No, it is like that, bro. It's the majority. I'm not talking, dude. Yeah, of course, in any situation, you're gonna find, oh yeah, that 14-year-old kid died, or that baby died, or that 25-year-old. Of course, there's gonna be some cases where young people get it and die. Of course, I'm not denying that. But the majority, the most of the people that have died from this are fucking old.
And I'm gonna agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
And so because of that, I'm not gonna uproot my life and change my daily routine. Like, I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't care if I get COVID. I honestly don't fucking care.
I know that.
Give it to me.
Everybody can
I'll
hear
take
you.
that shit. I'll take it.
You see Jesse take that joint and just put it over there.
Because you know what? Because then I'll be immune, and then the rest of you fuckers can run around like chickens with your heads cut off, wearing masks and everything, and I'll be fine. I'll have antibodies. I'll be fine.
We did have some real good news about that steroid, lowering the death on the ventilator cases by 35%, lowering the death on the oxygen supplementation cases by 20%.
Which steroid?
A very common steroid in a class of steroids, quite similar to the same one you get when your shoulder hurts when you get a cortisone shot. It's not the exact steroid, but it's very, very close. Cheap, low side effect profile, and not only may it help with the survival rates for the severe cases, but you may not end up with Murphy lungs after you survive your case of COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
So that was real, real good news. And even though the next thing I want to say hasn't gone through full peer review yet, we got another bit of good news for women, particularly pre-diabetic, diabetic, and obese women. If they're taking metformin, which is another cheap, very low side effect profile drug, a lot of people take it already, that may significantly improve their outcomes.
Did you say pregnant women?
Diabetic, pre-diabetic, or obese.
Oh, say okay.
And speaking of obese and diabetic, y'all need to watch my challenge every morning, because the challenge is so what he just said will help prevent you from getting kidney transplant.
That's
kidney
right.
failure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So think about that. This is all life facts, bro. And I'm saying, bro, I'm talking bro to everybody out there in the world. These are life facts.
The collective, bro.
I'm 46. He's 47. And
No.
Bill is the age he is.
48.
I'm not thinking of the now. I'm thinking of,
I don't even know how old
I want to get older than my father. My father died at 48. I want to be my mom's age. And to get there, I need to take care of this guy right here. If there's a disease out there and they tell me how to keep myself from getting it, you don't think I'm gonna follow them rules? If I'm overweight and fat or whatever, you don't think I'm gonna sit there and try to get off the fucking couch and go to the gym, or even just go outside and sweat? I don't need to take supplements, because supplements was never the thing to lose weight. It was just going out and being active.
Hey Bill, quick question.
Yeah.
Shit, it went out of my head. It was something about oh yeah. Do you think this is going to be a seasonal thing?
I don't know how to say that word right there. I'm just gonna call it meth.
Methylprednisolone, yeah,
Meth or whatever that is.
I actually posted the name of the steroid in there if you want to post it. So I don't care.
Well, anyway, do you think this is going to be a seasonal thing? And also, and B, do you think that, because I was telling Jesse before we went on the air, I think everybody in the United States is going to end up getting this thing. I just don't see, like, the way it spreads. I don't see how you can stop it. So I personally think what's going to happen is herd immunity. We're going to get herd immunity to this thing, and everybody's going to get it. Everybody's going to build the antibodies, and then we're just going to be stronger as a generation. But that's my thinking, and I'm not a doctor.
I'm gonna always say.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
You're almost never going to hear me, for a couple of reasons, make a prediction that's too far out. Number one, I'm a pussy. I don't like to put myself on the line that way. But number two, I got the magic 8 ball right over there. I got as a gag to go into these meetings.
Yeah.
So it's true. I got a PhD in data science. I got another master's in econometric statistics, and I got another one in risk management, actuarial science. We model risk and all that shit. In complex domains, we're just lousy at making predictions. So I can tell you what is, and sometimes in the very near future, I might be able to make a prediction that's worth a damn. But the further it stretches out in time, the more the quantum universe interferes. And I don't know. I mean, so it becomes many quantum possibilities at that point. So I can tell you right now in Florida, our numbers are going up. The disease seems to be spreading. But I can't tell you what's going to happen in 6 months in Florida because I don't know.
I could tell you from speaking to my wife, the numbers going up, but it's not older people that's getting it. It's the middle, the 30 and ups, the 20 to 30s.
No. I didn't say.
No, I mean, no. I'm
All
from
this-
what you said.
Everybody
Originally,
can get it.
right?
Everybody can get it.
I'm going off the point you said earlier. Originally, when it first came out, the older people were the ones getting it because of their age, the respiratory. It was all respiratory at first. Once that changed, it became okay. Now younger people getting it, kids are getting it, dying from it, and now the numbers changed, and now everybody's getting it. But majority of the over time, over months, those 65 went down, the other numbers went up. That's what I'm saying. So what you said wasn't wrong, but it's not just old people now that's getting it. It's more in the 30, the 20 to 30, 40 range.
But I never disagreed with that. I never see this. I think there's some confusion to what I'm talking about. I acknowledge right now anybody can get COVID,
Right.
and that's always been the case. But the majority of people dying from it are over 65. The majority. Yes. Have younger people died from it? Yes, of course. But the majority of people, you have if you are below 65, you have a 99 point something chance of surviving this disease.
So can we make a joke at the governor's expense, just real quick? Everybody here, Governor DeSantis, get up the other day and said, well, a lot of our spike is because the Hispanic people working the farms are getting it. They're in tight spaces, and it's the Hispanic population now we're seeing a lot of the spike. And then he just stopped, and he changed subjects. Okay, Ron, what are you going to do for him? Send him some help.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Good for you. You identified a cluster. What's the plan?
That's the thing. You have people in these positions that see the problem but don't have a solution to the problem. Right. They don't know how to solve the problem. They can say they can identify the problem. That's military. That's a military thing for me. If I ever told my soldier, "Hey, so I got a problem," so okay, what's your solution to this problem you got?
Right.
What's your solution? Well, how are you going to fix this? How are you going to fix the issue you came to me with before I have to take and step in to figure out your own problem? So they'll sit back and look at me. I said, they'll say, I'll be right back. Sorry. They'll come back. I said, come back in 10 minutes. Let me know what your plan is. I will make my soldiers figure out their problem. But you don't come to me with a problem if you don't have a solution to the problem. Because then I'm going to look at it and I'm going to try to figure out the solution to say, okay, here's my suggestion to your problem. Then when I say that, don't get mad at my suggestion because you never had a solution to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I used to always tell my soldiers, if you got a problem, what's your solution? These politicians out here, they identify their problems, but they cannot have a plan to solve it. They don't have a plan. Ron DeSantis, I'm still learning this governor. I'm only been here for 2 years. That what he just said, it was a problem he identified. He didn't come out and have a solution for it. He had time to sit down, write that letter, write his little thing to get on TV. He had time to write that. He had time to think about it. He just couldn't come up with a solution. That's all he can. That's his solution, was just saying that out there. So hopefully he can get somebody to come in, say, hey, Ron DeSantis, I want to donate some money so we can get you to solve this problem. That's what politicians wait for. Politicians wait for it. They give you a problem. They wait for that money to come. It's like you said, it's a campaign year. So you don't think he's trying to find somebody to help donate so it can make him seem like he saved everybody? Because that's what it's going to be. My money going to Ron DeSantis ain't going to be nothing because his name, he's going to be the face of it.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Kind of the synthesis of Jesse's point and your point, Sonny. What I would like to see happen, if it was me, what I'm encouraging local governments to do is watch your numbers. If your ICU number creeps from 75 to 85 to 90, and that positive to negative ratio in your testing goes up, call in some supply chain fortification, make sure your ICUs are fortified, and you can expand them if you need to. And then maybe in those municipalities, restrictions are reasonable. If your municipality is not getting into those combined hot zones, those combined risk factors, then less restrictions may continue to be reasonable. To your point, I'm just encouraging the local municipalities to have a plan. So if the bad shit happens, it's not a surprise, and they're not just sitting there picking their noses. Like, we have a plan. Our numbers came up. We were prepared for this. Now we can manage it. And we might do some belt tightening while we manage it. And if your numbers are doing good in municipality, then of course don't strangle your economy and make your best decisions. That's just how I feel.
And I can agree with that. We didn't have a plan. That's why they shut down all the businesses, because they never had nothing like this. So they didn't have a plan. So it's like, all right, let's shut everything down and send everybody home so we can figure this shit out. That's why everybody got so frustrated. They didn't have nobody want to be nurses and doctors. They got lack of employees because a lot of nurses are quitting. So the ones that's quitting now, you need more personnel. You're getting more patients in. You don't got the personnel to handle it. I'm hearing the real facts every morning. My wife come home from work. She's so frustrated today because she got friends that quit just because it's stressful enough. Because one, the hours. Now you got patients that that hospital is not a COVID hospital. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting that many COVIDs, but now they're getting COVIDs all the time now. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have that many nurses up there to handle the workload that they're giving these patients. I can't give you all the numbers, but my wife, trust me, she came home frustrated, and that's rare. She gets frustrated with her job. That everybody get frustrated with their job, but when you come home frustrated because of COVID and there's not lack of personnel that can help, that gets frustrating and people quit. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand my wife's where she come from. And speaking of my wife, she said that Sweden tried that. What's that? That herd immunity, and it didn't work. So, and she said many are sick too. Many nurses up there are sick.
In Sweden?
Sweden tried that herd immunity. It didn't work.
So, Sonny, to your tactical point, I would never, ever presume to tell you what to do in your gym. Never. And I understand. I have a lot of empathy for what you went through and what you're saying. The only thing I might throw out there just as a thought, while there is some uncertainty, because I think back, like I was working with HIV patients back in the early days back in the late Reagan and early Bush senior years, this might be a good time. And I never say this just now, just for this kind of thing. If the numbers continue to creep up, this might be a good time to tell your gym members, normally I love cross training, but we're going to be a little incestuous right now. We're going to close it off. So if you're training, if you got to get your roll on, if you got to eat that donut, let's just make it within our gym. This is not, even though we normally love cross training, just for a little bit of a time being, like those compartments on the Titanic, so that not every compartment floods at the same time. Because it only takes one outbreak at one gym to infect all the gyms at the same time.
I don't know about that because and I'm not going to mention any names, but I happen to know a gym owner who currently has a fever and a cough, and this person is worried that they have COVID. He's not worried that any of his students have COVID because he developed symptoms over the weekend, and you know what I mean? And he hasn't been around anybody. So now, Does that mean he didn't infect some of his students? I don't know. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he did either. And if he's got employees that can run his gym for him, then he can continue to operate and just isolate himself while he figures it out, like while he gets better or whatever, what the case may be. But I don't know that just because one person at a gym gets sick means everybody at the gym is sick.
That's not what I said. My fundamental question is, how many people do we have to have in our orgy group for the orgy still to be fun? And that's what it comes down to. You're being greedy.
Yeah. Hey, this is also from
50 women.
This is also information. Tampa General, for my wife. Tampa General has many sick staff members, and she said this is quote, Tampa General has many sick staff, so this could be true for many other hospitals around here. Which is could. I mean, like I said, I don't work there. She don't work there. She works at the hospital she works at. But if she knows information from the medical field, and she's putting this out there, I'm pretty sure it's going around. It's not just Tampa General. It could, like VA. I go to VA. That's a hospital. That's not Tampa. That's another hospital in Tampa. They are locking down. They are not in. I took my son-in-law up. I mean, my stepson up there so he can get enrolled. I couldn't even walk in there with him because I wasn't the one that needed to be seen. And I'm a veteran that goes to that hospital. They told me I had to sit outside. He went in by himself. So they're not VA. If you don't have a business to go to VA, they are not letting you in that building. And that's a VA. That's not an Army hospital. That's a VA hospital. That's totally different size of the house. And I'm like, well, I need to go to VA. But if VA is telling me you need to wear a mask to come in this hospital, I promise you have that mask in your car. You're gonna want to be seen in that hospital. You're gonna want to go in that. Every hospital is not letting you in unless you have a mask on. And I'm hearing facts this morning that from the radio 94.1 that they thinking about going to a law that you have to wear a mask every day outside of your house. Doesn't matter if you're going in the store or not. They're saying that this can possibly drop a law like this. So it's out there.
If that law gets dropped, you're going to see a lot of this civil disobedience.
Hey, I'm just saying, people like to pull over a cop and say the law is this, the law is that. Okay, if the law just told you got to wear a mask and you're not wearing a mask, who's breaking law?
Remember that shit from the Lone Ranger? Who was that masked man? Sonny's been walking around. Who was that maskless man?
I mean, I can understand. Okay. I understand the laws of this. And I understand having a mask on and you got a gun license. Yeah, that's part of, you can't walk around like that because that's the law of carrying a handgun, having a license. You can't mask up. But if the law states that now we possibly might have this law, what is it going to do for this? If the law already, you're contradicting your law. You're going to have to alternate the law for this so we can actually walk around with this and the mask on. Something got to change. You can't just add a law. You got to, how they say, military, you can't take away, you only can add to it. They're not going to take that law away already. They're going to add to that law and put a subtitle 105.111111 for you got to look at it, the small print, to say the only way you can wear this mask with this gun is because of this. You got to be at the range. That's probably what it is. You can't walk around with your gun on you concealed if you got your mask on. Only you can. I'm pretty sure if I'm the governor, I would say that the only time you can have your gun on you if you're at a range, because I don't know if this person gonna be masked up, walking in the store, concealed weapon, and pull it out. Now you're masked up. Nobody can see. You got sunglasses on. Today, I'm in Walmart with this hat on, sunglasses, mask. If I have my gun on me, concealed, I can actually go in there and rob that place. If I was a criminal, but the law states that I can have a mask, that I can't wear a mask and carry a gun. But now they're trying to implement a law to say now we might have to wear these masks. So now they got to fix that. So now it's for these people out here in this gun state. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to be fighting that because they want to carry their gun. They already got people not masking. Now you add that law to it. I think these people be more frustrated than I can't carry my gun. I can't carry my AR. I can't carry my shotgun to go fishing. It's a law. It's rules. And that's where we at. That's where we at now, because people are not following rules. But we tell our kids, follow these rules in school, kids. Follow my rules. When I tell you to do something, you're going to listen. You're going to follow my rules. But as adults, we can't follow adult rules. We just can't follow simple rules. And that's the problem. That's the one problem that no one would ever admit to, that we can't do. We cannot follow laws. We can't follow rules as grown-ass people, but we can tell these little kids all day to follow my rules, to follow the rules when an adult talks to you. When you go to school, when that teacher tell you to do something, you listen to her. You follow the rules so you don't get stayed after school. You follow the rules. How can we preach that to kids, but we can't follow it ourselves? That's the problem.
We're not.
That's the true problem right now.
I mean, that's a good point. If we're going to tell a kid to do something, we should set the example.
Yeah, because right now I'm looking at posts, my friends, close friends of mine, when their kids come up to them and ask them that question about society now, why this going on? Why George Floyd? I seen my boy, his daughter. Why is George Floyd so important? He broke down and cried because he had to explain to his daughter what is going on. So he gotta explain to his daughter there's rules, and this is how society is, and this stuff like this been years and years and years. And he's telling this to like I think his daughter like 7 or 8. So if he's talking to a 7 or 8-year-old child, and when we have these politicians, these lawmakers giving us rules, and we are adults as parents, we are telling kids to follow rules, but we are not following rules for ourselves. So who's the hypocrite?
True.
Who is the hypocrite right now? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Nobody can ever say shit to me in my face about anything, because I'm a point it out right to you. I said, don't talk to me without your mask on. You're not following rules. Don't tell me about rules. If I'm in Walmart, you ain't supposed to be in Walmart without a mask on. You can't shop in Walmart. It says right, you cannot shop in Walmart unless you have a mask on. It's a sign right there. What do I see people doing? Walking in Walmart without mask on. There's nobody, not even in Walmart, telling these people to get out or go get a mask and you can come back in. People get mad when somebody say you got to wear a mask. Go get a mask and come back in. We're not telling you can't shop. You just can't shop without your mask on. So everybody want to come out with the book of law like you didn't make the law. I love these people. They're the ones that look like idiots trying to explain the law to people. It's against the law to do this. You kind of do that. You are just like everybody else. You are not the one making these laws up. You're just trying to act like the barracks lawyer to say what is supposed to happen, but you're the same one. I watched this lady tell this guy, everybody that she's talking to is masked up. She like they tell she can't walk in the store because she didn't have a mask on, and she said it's against the law that you can't. I'm like, are you serious? You get mad because they won't let you in the store, but all you gotta do is, and she said all you gotta do is just wear your mask.
Howard Stern clip.
I don't know what clip it came.
Some girl.
There's a middle-aged older lady,
but she was like bitching because she's like, I want to get stuff in there. It's private, and my HIPAA laws and this and that and the other thing.
I think that was a video.
Yeah, I heard.
So it's like all these people out here that's trying to preach knowledge about rules in front of cops or whatever. Your amendments and constitution. I get all that. That's what we all have. But when it comes to rules, somebody sat down and had these rules for a reason. Like I said earlier, first thing when you sit in the car, what's the first rule they say? Put your seatbelt on.
Yeah. People resisted that too when it came out, actually.
Yeah, and then the people that's not here on Earth right now.
Well, I'm gonna make a slight counterpoint. One thing that bothers me is if somebody don't wear a mask or whatever, or does something that they don't approve of with the restrictions, they'll either say, well, I hope you get COVID, or they'll say this, which is saying the same thing. Like, because I heard somebody say this to Sonny at one point. Well, I hope your gym doesn't become a COVID-19 epicenter. And I wanted to bitch slap the person and be like, don't fucking wish bad shit on people. I mean,
right.
You might not run your gym that way, but don't wish it on them. Shit.
Right. I mean, you can disagree. You could agree to disagree, but yeah, I don't. That's like wishing death on somebody. You don't come back.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? You just disagree with the person. But yeah, I don't.
Can I just say, Bill, none of the faggots that have anything to say to me
that language
will ever show up to my gym to fuck with me. People have been saying shit to me for years. Nobody ever says it to my fucking face. You know where the gym is. It's 5268 FL 64. I'm there every fucking day, 10 a.m., 7:15. You got some shit you want to start with me? I'm fucking there. And but I don't. But one warning though, I don't do these little grapple fucking offs. I don't do like, okay, you start over there and I start. You come into my gym to fuck with me, I'm gonna beat your ass in the fucking lobby and I'm gonna fucking open the door with your fucking head. That's how that's gonna go. Don't think you're coming into my gym and you're gonna fight me in some kind of fair way. Like people are gonna make a circle and we're gonna get in the middle and we're gonna grapple it out. No, I'm gonna beat you over the fucking head with whatever I can find, and then I'm gonna open the fucking door with your head and leave you on the sidewalk where I found
Crockett is pissed, y'all.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Like all these fucking guys. Oh, these fucking guys like to puff out their chests and talk about how badass they are. Well, let's grapple. Let's fucking grapple, dude. What kind of a pussy fucking bullshit is that? You're gonna grapple to prove who's more of a man? You're gonna grapple? Fuck you. Let's fight. And I don't mean in a fucking ring either. Let's fucking fight. None of these motherfuckers want to do that. Oh, let's you got a problem with me? Let's $10,000. Let's put your money where your mouth is. No. How about you got a fucking problem with me? You come and talk to me, motherfucker, and watch what happens. And it ain't gonna be no fucking grappling match. I promise you that. It ain't gonna be.
Y'all heard it first.
These motherfuckers, man.
On the other hand, Sonny's gym's a very nice, chill gym, and I think Sonny probably feels the same way as I do about this. If there's a member of the gay community who wants to learn jiu-jitsu, we like to teach him that, because then it's funny when people like mouth off to him, they're badasses. They kick the guy's ass, and we enjoy that kind of thing.
Yeah, when I say the word faggot, by the way, I don't mean that towards gay people. I've been using the word faggot, and it's always had this very specific meaning to me: lack of testicular fortitude. Okay, that's what faggot means. It means a lack of testicular fortitude.
Truth is, Sonny probably does the same thing I do. Every once in a while, you get a lady in there who turns into a real badass, and then like you get the new guy come in, you put the badass lady with him, and she kicks his ass a little bit.
Right.
he don't come back to the.
There are many heterosexual faggots in this world. Many heterosexual faggots, more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Sonny's just digging. He's just digging.
Yeah.
No, it has nothing. To me, the word faggot has nothing to do with being gay. Nothing whatsoever.
I just say this: a lot of people
lack of testicular fortitude.
No, I'm gonna say just to say that,
and I would never call a gay person a faggot just because I would.
I'm just gonna say this: I know of gay straight people. That word is offensive.
I understand.
Even though you're explaining the word how it means to you, that's not how it means.
I understand that, but
so
that's like you're talking.
That's like a little intervention for you.
That's like saying, like if I said I'm standing around a bunch of females, I'm talking with Bill and you, and then hey, fuck that bitch. Then hold that. And I'm just disrespecting just a female. Period. You don't think any of them females out there? I find that offensive, sir. Don't say that. Well, I'm just saying, it's some people find words.
If somebody
offensive.
Came up to me and called me a cracker, I don't think I would give a shit.
That's you. I'm just saying you don't. That's like,
well, here's the thing:
if somebody called me a nigga right now, what do you think I'm gonna say?
I would hope you'd be calm, because I would hope
now if they say it in the they're gonna probably say it disrespectfully. I'm gonna approach them.
I mean, that's a good way to get your ass kicked.
All I do is get in their face and scare the shit out of them by just walking to them. You already think we already hostile animals, so you don't think somebody called me a nigga. I'm gonna walk right, just walking to you, as big as people think I am. If I walk up to some person that just said it to me, you don't think they're gonna get all scared? They'll say that shit when they're in the car. They'll say it away from you, but that word will not be said unless you really bold in my face or in the black person's face. If I promise you, that's to be the last word you say. If you said it, certain people ain't gonna take that word. I've had a white guy call me the N word, but it was in a fun, respectful way. I was like, "Yo, you my nigga, dog. You my nigga too." And he was a white dude. Yeah. I didn't take it offensive. Now, people be like, well, "How you gonna let that dog? How you gonna let him call you that?" It's like you said, I can call you cracker, but you might not take it offensive.
I don't. But see, that's the thing. Like, and the point that I wanted to get out is words. Typically, any words, like you can pick out a dictionary. Mm-hmm. Or an urban dictionary, whatever kind of dictionary you want. You can find any word in that dictionary
Mhm.
and you can call me that word, and I won't care, because words don't hurt my feelings. Words don't bother me.
Did you guys hear the graham crackers? They changed the name from graham cracker to graham cookie because it's offensive.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fucking kidding.
And how about this? Like, if somebody walks up to me and smacks me in the face, now you got a problem. But if you walk up to me and call me whatever fucking name, you could even call me a Taekwondo guy. I won't even care. Words don't offend me. I just don't get offended by. Say anything you want to me. Anything. Call me, motherfuck me down the line. I don't care. But the second you fucking get in my personal space or touch me, that's when all bets are off. But yeah, shit, man, I'll sit back while you insult me. I'll just take it like this.
So Jesse, almost 30 years ago, I'm in the Roy Jones gym, and there's only 2 white guys in the gym, me and the cut man they called Doc. And we're doing our workouts and all that stuff. And I'm not a big rap guy. I don't know a lot about rap. I like blues, some other music. I don't know anything about rap except Grandmaster Flash and Run DMC. That's it. But they had some, really hardcore rap. And I'm like doing the workout. You do the workout with the music, and the lyrics are, that white devil and this. And I said, shit, they're talking about me.
See, to Sonny's point, like he said, he doesn't care about, like, sticks and stones don't break my bones.
Right.
All that. But that N-word is a powerful word, bro. Cracker, redneck.
I'm not saying you shouldn't get offended. I'm not saying.
No, I mean, I'm not. No.
But I'm just saying, like, for me, words don't bother me, so I'm not going to get upset by words. I understand. Like, you notice that I've never used the N-word. With the
I mean, not around me.
with the A or the, huh? with the A at the end or the ER, either way.
Right. I've never heard you say that.
Yeah,
no.
I just don't use it because I just don't use it. I don't think, I love listening to Dave Chappelle. He uses it all the time. It's not like I just know my place. You know what I mean? And I know.
I mean, honestly, it's like a curse word. If you got a curse, that means you don't have no vocabulary to find a word that replaces that curse word. Unless you're upset.
The word. That's my whole point. Like, to be honest, you use it if you want to. You're a black guy. It's a word that got a lot of, it's just
actually, honestly, just to put this out there in front of these 2 white guys, these cool white guys. This is how can a black guy call another black guy a nigger? I call my friends, yo, what up, nigga? What up? Back home, all my boys. But over time, growing up in the military, I don't use that word. You don't use that word in the military. So when I see soldiers, black, white, what up? We call you by your last name.
Right.
Because as an NCO, you could be a specialist, you could be a private. We are not friends. You can't call me Jackson. You can't call me by my name. You call me Sergeant. That's my first name. I call y'all by, if I'm hey Bill, when I call you, I probably call you, hey Murph, hey, come here, Murph. Hey Sonny, come here. Or hey P, you'll be parlor. Hey P, come here. Hey Murph, come here. I won't say private. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you don't have, your rank is a private. Private E1, E2. Then you got PFC. Then you got specialist, corporal, sergeant, staff sergeant, all the way up. Once you become a sergeant or a corporal, that's what it is. Once you become corporal, you identify as a corporal. Corporal Murphy, come here. I need your help for something.
I agree with all that. I want to talk about this word redneck for a second, because I lived in what we call the redneck Riviera for a while, that panhandle of Florida. The thing about the redneck term, nobody understands unless you're from that area. That means you were a lucky son of a bitch. You were out fishing, you were out hunting, you were at the beach, you got a sunburn. So if you're a redneck, like, somehow you managed to get outside and not be in the office that day, or, you're having a good time. So people use that as an insult, but in that area, like, that meant you were living it up. Like, yeah, did you go fishing? Yeah, you redneck, boom.
I was told that same thing, like, it was because of the tan, the red, and the back of the neck.
Yeah.
There's names for everybody. Everybody has a name by how it's described. Like you just said, redneck because of that. Cracker.
Whoa, Jesse. Whoa.
So it's like you got spick, you got nigga, you got cracker, redneck. You got so many terms for every nationality. But when it comes out from somebody that's not of that nationality, it's offensive.
Yep.
But I can call black dude that. You can call another white guy probably, hey, redneck, hey, cracker, hey, what? That's easy. But when you're not of that
Let's bring back honky. That's a good one.
That's another one. That's the Jeffersons. So when you say that, what did I bring up? The Jeffersons. Because George Jefferson called, what was his name? What was his neighbor name?
Archie Bunker.
No. On the Jeffersons. You had Tom. That was his name. Jefferson called Tom honky every time.
The neighbor across the hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was married to a black woman. You know what I'm saying? And that back then, that was what, the 70s?
Nobody said honky as well as Richard Pryor. I'm just putting it out
Richard
there.
Pryor, yeah, he said that. And that over time, those terms change with time. You don't see people, hey, honky, hey, you honky. You don't hear that no more. That was like the Jeffersons, Eddie Murphy. I mean, not Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. You got in Pryor Red Fox. You got back in them times, that's what white people was called. But we always had that one name, the biggest name, nigga. Or describing us was a porch monkey, nigga. Who else? What else? We had so many bad names that describe black people. It doesn't matter if I call a black guy nigger. If I call a black guy nigger, I mean it because you ignorant. That's how I look at it. I'm not a nigger because I'm smart. I got some kind of intelligence. I'm a black man. I'm a Negro because that's what we really call African American. But when you say nigga, Negro, porch monkey, whatever you can call us, that's all offensive. I don't care if, like, I really don't use that word unless I am upset. Like, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It just comes out. That's that Jersey talk. When you hear me talk Jersey, you don't want to be around me. I'm telling you, you don't want to, because you're going to get everything around the world when it comes to my language, and it ain't going to be proper language. It's going to be that Ebonic speaking, black dude that want to fuck you up language. But I don't like getting that way. You know what I'm saying? So I try to find words
I've
that
never
can.
Seen you upset.
Huh?
I mean, I've seen you like mildly. Like,
you see me mildly upset, but not the upset. My wife knows.
I'm sure all our wives.
I'm pretty sure.
Sure
Like,
all
I'm
our
not saying
wives
no. I'm not saying that I spoke to my wife that kind of way.
No, but our wives know us the best.
Right. My wife knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you bring this Jersey dude out, you're going to get that Jersey dude that's like a cat that's so cute. No, he's so cuddly. Next thing that cat changed because you backed him in a corner and he coming attacking. You're like, oh, I've never seen that from my cat. Oh my God. Now you scared of your own cat. I bet you ain't gonna mess with that cat like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not violent, but I can be. I'm not disrespectful. I can be. But do I choose it? Nah, it's a choice. Everybody has a choice. Everything is a choice. You choose to want to go to a block party at 12 midnight at night. When if you know the statistics, 12 midnight to 6 in the morning, that's when bad shit happens. You feel me? Most of the shit that happens is after midnight. So it's a choice. Not like I said, I rest in peace to everybody that died last night in Charlotte for the video I saw. But at the end of the day, it's like, you say a block party gonna be you don't think you're gonna have a whole bunch of people going to it, especially in the black neighborhood. It's a choice. A lot of people could have stayed in the house. They didn't have to go outside and 12 midnight just to look at some cars, do donuts in the street. It was nobody barbecuing, nobody playing music. You on the main strip.
Jesse would have been out of there in 5 minutes. There's no barbecue. I'm out.
I wouldn't even show it up, bro. It was on the main strip, so you could just drive down the street. It's like on Manatee Avenue, on one of the main roads. It was on the road, like it wasn't even no houses, bro. You in parking lots. You see the parking lot with all these cars parked. You see gas station in the car street. You got this store over there. No house, no apartment buildings, just a main street. And they shut it down to have a block party. That's what they said it was. And it was just a whole slew of black people on one side of the street, black people on the other side of the street, and it's a strip wide open, like they drag stripping. And I'm like, and it's like an hour in, like an hour, 18 minutes in, it was reported somebody got hit by a car.
Where was this?
Charlotte, North Carolina. And the next the ambulance came, then gunshot. So it's like, there's a choice with everything we do in life. There's a choice to wear a mask. There's a choice not to wear a mask. A choice to want to go out into a crowded environment after midnight. There's a choice to want to do all kinds of stuff. You choose to do these things.
Well, since you guys are talking about controversial issues related to racism, so Jesse, I'll tell you what I said the other day, and your mom, Miss Beverly, the beautiful Miss Beverly, may get on the call again and correct me, and she does. I accept that, because
Well, we got to go soon, so
Yeah.
but I said, like, I really wish that from like to Sonny's point earlier, I really wish in the local African American communities, people of those communities would apply for more cop positions. They got the positions. Apply for the.
They got the positions, but no one wants to be in that uniform. That's like I wouldn't put the military uniform on. As much as I love that entire time, I can't work in that uniform with the guy that's in the president. Because I never voted in my life, but it just as long as you take care of the people that you're supposed to take care of. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came in the military in 96, and at that time we had Clinton, I believe. And then after Clinton, we had Bush. And after Bush, we had Obama. After that, I was out. I was going. Whether I stayed in 20 years, I left the same time. I got out of the military the same time, about a year after Obama finished his office. No, I would have retired when he got out of office. That's what happened. I would have retired like in 2000, because I got out in 2014. 2016, I would have got out. September 2016, I would have retired.
My point was, I just hope everything settles down, because I think most of the police want to get home at night. They're trying to do a good job. And I think that the African American community deserves respect. And whether it's COVID-19 or this tension, and the people upset and all that stuff, I hope everybody gets back to making a living and eating well and with their families and all that stuff. That's my only point.
More of this.
I just hope we get back to some kind of normalcy, like really get back to normal. And that's with people following rules.
We need more of this, and we need less of this.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck.
Sonny, special COVID-19 Kush.
Yeah. Can you imagine if weed was the answer to COVID?
That'd be crazy.
Oh yeah,
that would be crazy. If marijuana was the cure. Who
was the Attorney General of Florida for a while? Pam Bondi. I'd go right up and slap that bitch. I'd be like, you are the one that kept weed out of Florida for as long as you did, and now it's the solution for COVID.
That would be funny. I bet you we have a lot of people trying to get that license.
By the way, Jesse, before we get off the call, it was very, very nice to meet your mother the other day. She's a wonderful lady, and I thought
I appreciate that. I appreciate it
because of that.
Yeah, your mom is the shit.
Yes,
she was mad at me. I think she thought I was trying to kick her off the podcast. I was just like, yo, you should light up because it's fun.
Yeah.
After the podcast, I called Sonny up and I said, shit, I think we got in trouble. But Sonny and I were like, we were there like two kids saying, sorry, Mrs. Beverly, can Jesse come out and play? We want to play with Jesse a little bit. I'm sorry.
That was so funny.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. I was looking at Jesse like, save me. Save me, motherfucker.
I'll take, like I said, I'll take the shotgun round because, I'll take all that.
She was a wonderful, wonderful lady.
I appreciate that.
Excellent lady.
But I do want to get together with you guys, hopefully soon, and shoot off our stuff. I want to shoot yours.
Well, there's a nice outdoor range we can go to, so we don't get the COVID.
That's why I'm gonna stay masked up.
There's the one in Ruskin that I like. It's called the Shoot Shack, and you can bring anything that you want, like water bottles.
I'll try. I'm gonna get some
melons.
I'm gonna get some watermelon.
Yeah, you can get watermelon. You can get chickens.
Yeah, I do want to. I haven't shot
that's alive.
I haven't shot my gun since I've been here, and I've been here for 2 years. Last time I shot it was in 2017. So I need to.
Well, when it gets a little cooler, give it some thought. I got a hunting lease. If you want to go out, we can try to get a pig.
Yeah, my son has been dying to go hunting, and he's bringing it up. We like I got to talk to you about that. We got to go soon.
Of course, you too, Jesse.
I've never been hunting.
You never been hunting?
Nope. That's one of the things I've
bucket list.
Yeah, bucket list. I do want to hunt. I know how to shoot a rifle, like an M16 A4 or whatever. Shotgun, I shot before. I shot a shotgun in Iraq. Clearing, going on a raid, clearing.
Well, hunting's like fishing. When you go, you don't always get something, but if you get something, you eat it. So it's kind of nice.
No, now if I catch something, don't have me talking about drink the blood. I'm not doing that. I heard the stories when you go hunting for the first time, like with the
Was that in Red Dawn?
yeah. You got to drink the blood of your first kill. I ain't doing that one.
Fuck that movie.
But yeah, that's just that'll be definitely something that I would like to do.
We get a pig, and you can get like a 300-pound boar if you want a trophy in your gym or so. But the 80 to 120-pound pig is the best eating pig. We'll butterfly it, throw it on the cocina, the occasion microwave for 8 hours, drink some beer while it cooks, and we'll have a pig pick, crispy pig skin they call chicharron in Spanish. It's delicious.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Bill. I'm gonna shoot a boar and stuff it and put it up on the gym. That makes a lot of sense. And I'll just tell people I wrestled it.
Well, guys, I gotta go. You guys have a great night.
All right, you too.
Appreciate the time, Bill.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, that was a long episode.
Yeah, I like this. Is a good episode. Which I think Bill is like one of our favorite viewers. He supports the show a lot. As long as we have the content and we give y'all something to talk about, and as long as these people out here give us this content, we're gonna keep talking about it. But right now, we like to end you guys with to subscribe.
Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We love you.
Yes, sir. We love all y'all. We love y'all.
We love them.
I love them because they come support.
Yeah.
They watch our show. They don't got to watch us. You know what I mean?
All right,
they don't have to sit for the hour so that they watch us. But yeah, peace out.
We're out.
See y'all Friday.